I'm a fat pig.
What did you just call me?
I'm starving.
I am so full.
I'm going to vomit.
I can't fit.
I'm nauseous.
What are you going to order?
Can I get a side of mayo?
I'm sweating.
Do you hear my breathing?
I cannot stop eating chips.
This is not an extra large.
Do I look fat? Welcome to Fat Pig. I'm Jessica Curson.
And I'm Jessica Curson.
No. I was wondering what you were going to say. Like, I knew you wouldn't just go, and I'm Frank Liotti, because I wouldn't have either.
I feel like we're just coming out of anesthesia in the same room.
The two of us are really, I'm literally looking at you, and we both look so fucked
we look
up,
like
but
we're getting out of
not.
surgery.
I feel fucked up,
Yeah.
but I'm not.
Fucked up. Like when I was little and I saw Fame, I remember the girl that didn't get in. Well, you have a stomach.
I sing the body electric.
I celebrate the me yet to come.
I host to my own reunion.
My own reunion. When I become one with the sun.
And I look back on Venus. I just said Jesus. And I look back on Jesus. I look back on Mars, and I burn with the fire of 10 million stars. And in time, we will all be stars. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. So in Fame, I remember when she was like, "You fucked up, motherfucker. You saved me 4 fucking years in this ass-licking school." Shirley, was she Chinese?
You looking at one happy lady. But when you said fucked up, I remember it's become so part of my vernacular. But I remember when I was a kid, I thought fucked up was like a harsh thing to say. Now it's just like pass the salt.
I love the word fuck.
Up.
No, I just love the word fuck. Do you?
Up. I slept through therapy today.
Oh no.
Yeah, I woke up to go because I had surgery last week on my sinuses, and I had an appointment, and I was sitting there waiting because I was early, ready to leave my house, and they called and canceled. Oh. They want me to go Thursday instead of today, and I was like, let me lie down just for a minute, and I opened my eyes, and it was 3:35, and therapy was at 4.
Yeah, I am so tired.
It's tough.
I don't know what's going on.
Because we set the clocks back, and it got dark at 3:30 in the afternoon.
But we gained an hour.
But it gets darker early.
Right. It's dark all the time for me.
There was a woman last night. I was on Jessica's show.
Yeah, we had a great show last night.
The Jessica Curson show.
It was called Relatively Sane.
It was
at the
great.
Comedy Cellar. I'm going to do another one in January.
And I was sitting behind a row of people upstairs, and everyone is laughing.
Yeah.
There's a row of like 7 people overlooking. It's like they had mezzanine seats.
Right.
And it was like I was in the corner, and the person closest to me down, everyone was laughing. And at the end of the whole row, there was a woman who was about 70 with a little wig on, leaning over, just staring like she was watching King Lear. Mm-hmm. Like dead. It's like kind of like dead inside.
Yeah.
And
she probably didn't feel well.
She looked like she should have been haunting a house.
Yeah.
She seriously, she had the most miserable, grim, it was weird.
Maybe she was upset with someone.
Maybe, but I wish that you wouldn't side with her.
Maybe she hates Jews.
Maybe she hates me.
Yeah, I think, well, if I was on stage, she probably hates Jews or she's homophobic or something's going on.
Right.
Oh, Frank just hit the microphone. It entered his ass.
Shady, Sadie, serenade. That's the Hot Lunch Jam.
Oh, that's right, from Fame.
From Fame.
Yeah, some of the newer some of the kids aren't going to understand.
The kids, our youngest listener is like 49.
No, we have some young listeners.
We do. I'll do something off kilter because I just read this in the Uber. We got a letter today from a young listener.
How young?
I don't know, but it's kind of perfect.
Is she hot?
Hola.
Oh.
JRL. Been obsessed with your podcast lately. Not I've just been obsessed with your podcast. And we're grateful you wrote in, but it's cute. He's really cute, too. I've listened to most episodes, and although I've yet to learn shit, I love the dynamic between you and Jessica.
He hasn't learned anything.
You two have me constantly laughing out loud. So appreciated. Keep it up. Glad I found you two, and thanks for keeping me company while in solitary artist mode. Oh, that's right. He's very talented. He really is.
What's his name?
JRL_PHX. His Instagram is all of his drawings. It's so talented.
What kind of name is that? Yeah, I mean, what? Why did his parents name him that?
Because they couldn't afford vowels. Cheers and big fan from Phoenix. P.S. Frank, this is why I read this letter. You are a handsome fuck that should always be covered in ropes of cum.
Yeah, see, it's all gay men who listen to this and comics.
Homosexuals.
No, it's comics. It gets sexual. Everything's sexual with you guys.
Pretty soon they'll want to marry their parakeets.
I'm serious. It's all about sex. I
haven't been into that in a long time.
There is no way you're not into sex.
Well, because I had sinus. I was so stuffed up. It was like Roto-Rooter.
In your anus or in your face? Oh, okay.
My head was that. Nothing goes there. That is seriously like. Remember the ghost town the Brady Bunch was in when they got locked in jail by the guy from Gilligan's Island?
No,
people will know.
No, I'm sure people will. You have the best memory of anyone I know.
My ass is like that ghost town, but very clean.
You have to say it's clean because it's all gay men listening.
Spotless. You could eat off of it.
I am going to fucking vomit.
Wait a minute.
I don't want to know about your ass.
So I was in recovery last week.
Like in a meeting?
No, in the hospital.
Oh.
Like after sinus surgery.
Yeah. I'm so jealous.
The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Starving.
You can't
what does
see
that
anybody
mean?
Else. Like whoever shouts out, the person in the bed next to me, they were ignoring me. There was obviously somebody who was mentally challenged who did my IV. Like my arm, you see it, look at it. My arm looks like Janis Joplin on a bad day. It is so, it was worse.
You look like you went cupping. Like, you know how people have the cup
We're
thing?
going cupping. Where are you going on your vacation? We're going
I am like
cupping.
so stressed out. I'm going to go cupping.
No, that's something Jappy got.
I'm going to go cupping. I'm going to go to the spa and get like a massage, cupping. I'm going to get everything. Prada.
We don't have Jewish people in London. How charming you are.
Oh my God, there's Jewish people everywhere. We own the whole country. We own everything and everyone. And people hate us because we made it.
This African man that just drove my Uber, holy shit, his story was amazing. You would have texted during it because it got really long.
Oh, I think I've had him before. Does he talk like this?
He had such an inspiring story of coming here at 21. His parents died when he was 16. He's the oldest of four or five siblings.
Died?
Yep. When he was
How?
16 in Africa, I didn't ask him. Probably
they were probably speared.
Disease. That's how they got. You know how they finish a sandwich with an olive on a Q-tip, like in the cartoons. That's where that came from. It came from Africa.
An olive and a Q-tip.
You know, in the cartoon.
Yes.
Oh my God! I wish it were warm. Or wait.
Are you hot?
He came over here not speaking the language. He was 20. He went from terrified. He slept for a day because he knew one person.
How did he get here?
He walked.
No, he ran. That's why Africans are such good runners because they have to run to the villages.
That's why he's so ripped because he ran from West Africa to Brooklyn, to Brighton Beach.
Wow.
He went from store to store in a day. The money for the plane ticket he didn't spend, he sent home.
His feet must be fucked up. Can you imagine what they look like?
He doesn't have feet anymore. They look like Fred Flintstone wheels. They're like two cement circles.
Would you rather not have feet or not have hands? I know what you're going to say.
What? Feet, hands.
You'd rather not have hands?
I don't want to be in a chair.
I'd rather not have feet.
Why? So you'd want to sit down in a wheelchair.
I want to lay down. I wish I could lay in a gurney all the time.
I went to Walmart with my niece last night. I was tempted to go in one of those things.
What?
The drivable things. They offer it to you.
Oh, a jazzy.
Is that what it's called? Isn't a jazzy an outfit?
That outfit is jazzy.
A jazzy.
Have you seen my new jazzy outfit?
When you were a little kid, did you want to be a Cub Scout or a brownie?
I was a brownie. I ate all the cookies and I had to find money to say I sold them. I would go in my mom's bag and take all her money. I would eat boxes of cookies.
If I could see, I went to Jessica's birthday party. It's 8 years ago now, and I remember there was a big picture of you, a huge blown up black and white picture, all that curly hair. She was so cute.
That was 40?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I remember there were literally, there were like at least 8 or 9 cakes, different kinds of, I didn't know.
That was at my mom's house. That was
your mom's house.
The best food ever.
Like I was silently a little panicked because we weren't that close back then, and I didn't know what cake I was going to eat. Like I didn't know how to do it.
It was insane.
There were so many cakes.
There was a caterer. There was an omelet station, wasn't there?
All I remember was
corned
cakes,
beef.
white cakes, brown cakes, frosted cakes, bun. It was amazing.
There were servers.
There were servers. But I just wanted to wear that brownie thing when I was little. That beanie.
I wore the brownie thing.
Yeah, we had a scarf in Cub Scouts, which is gayer actually than a beanie. You had a yellow scarf you tied around your neck.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's gayer than a beanie.
Can you imagine if you tied it around your dick?
I used to. I tied it around my balls and cock.
Did you smell it after?
Of course I did.
I thought today everyone smells shit and never talks about it.
I sprayed it with ethyl nitrate and I inhaled it because I was into like gay drugs when I was 8.
Grugs. So stupid.
We should write one of those little books that, those impulse buy books at the register?
Yeah.
We should write a book called Grugs, Gay Drugs.
Yeah, that's true. Do you realize I just said people like to smell themselves?
Yes, I talked over because that subject disgusts me.
No, it doesn't.
It's
you
disgusting.
don't ever smell anything from your body, ever?
Well, I haven't. I've been
I'm sorry. Before
you
lost your senses.
Here's the thing. I wanted to talk about this, and I was going to write it down, but then I forgot because, I don't know, a song came on the radio or I saw Taco Bell. I was driving home last night. In the middle of the night, like 3 a.m, I dropped my niece off in Princeton. And this is in line with gratitude and what I talked about on the live show yesterday. I want to talk about this for a second. I had my windows down. It's early November, and I was able to smell autumn. I was able to smell like leaves that were changing and kind of wet from the rain. It's been 2 years since my nose was like working like that. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't, before I had an awareness of what was going on with me, I couldn't put my finger on why I was upset. And then first I had one of those little tree air fresheners that I stole from the gas station. I threw it out because it was making me sick, the smell of it. And then I was upset for the next half hour, and I realized it was because the sense of smell was making me like nostalgic. It was almost freaking me out that I was able to smell something because it's been so long.
Yeah.
That's how intense it is when it comes to the human body. I was actually feeling emotional. I was in a state of emotion and I didn't know why. And then I realized I could smell the elements and the air, and it was the middle of the night, and the smell of fall is connected to so much emotionally for me, going back to school, my friend Ellen who passed away, my birthday, Halloween, childhood stuff. It's just, and I remember in acting school we recall emotion and memory with the senses, and it was so overwhelming. And when we eat, we're overloading one sense. And
which one?
Taste.
I don't taste anything
That's
anymore.
my point. Remember how you said to me, if I couldn't taste, I don't think I would eat? Mm-hmm. And I was like, no, I haven't been able to taste, and I've been shoving it in. It's just interesting to me. I don't know. What do you think? It's interesting to me that it was such a profound feeling. It was just...
Well, of course. I mean, it's like someone who can't hear, and then all of a sudden they can hear something. I mean, it's a big deal.
If you can't hear, and then all of a sudden you can, and you hear yourself talk, and you're like, give me a Coca-Cola. Do you fix it right away?
Fix what?
The voice, the deaf voice?
No.
You don't fix it?
No. I don't think you're like, hey, how you doing? Like, it just that
Go from before and after. Hi, are you guys ready to order?
I think I need another minute.
Now your hearing just turned on.
I think I need another minute.
How do you want that? Oh, okay. Did you switch seats with somebody?
I'm sorry, could you say that again? Frank just goes into songs sometimes.
Sometimes you have to jump on board or it makes me look bad.
I don't know the song sometimes.
You know Grease.
I literally had no idea what song you just sang, and he just dropped something. There's a lot of sounds. He drops things, he hits the mic, he bangs the table.
You sound like the parent that talks about the special needs kid who's in the waiting room playing with the back page of People.
Before you meet my
playing with the subscription card.
Before you meet
McCall's.
my son, I would like to just tell you a couple things.
Mom means $9 for a year of McCall's.
We can't make fun of this because I have 7 kids with special. Can you imagine?
I took care of my
God forbid.
brother who had special needs, so I have to make fun of it.
You've never had a brother, but I want to say to everyone that I'm really, really sorry. And it's really just because I have to get a laugh because I feel so insecure. I have to make fun of other people.
And I don't make fun of it. I heal when I make fun of it because my brother took up on the majority of my childhood when I had to take care of him. He spit in my ear.
Call me like you're calling to get a pick.
To get a pickle.
A delivery. Wait, a delivery from a restaurant in town, the diner.
I'm calling you?
Yeah, with an order.
Do I work there?
No, you want a delivery.
Okay. Do you want to say Candlelight Diner first? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Candlelight.
Sea Coral Diner.
Sea Coral?
Yeah. Go ahead. Answer the phone.
Sea Coral Diner?
Hi. I'd like to place an order I'll pick it up, an order, and I'll come pick it up.
All right, what you want?
Can I get a cheeseburger deluxe with no tomato, medium?
Fries?
Yeah, fries.
Sweet potato, regular?
Regular, I
You
guess.
want mashed potato? They're really good.
No, I want fries with mozzarella.
Baby daddy. Want baby daddy.
I want fries with mozzarella on them and the side of brown gravy.
How you want your burger?
Medium.
Medium what?
Medium.
What else?
I think that's it. I'm good.
Hold on one second. I told you I'll be there in 5 minutes, motherfucker! Hello?
Hi.
What else you want?
That's it. How much
You
is
don't want
that?
no drink?
No, I'm okay. I have
You
drinks.
know soda? What's some drink? What's go ahead? Want some tea? Want some ID? One? Ketchup? Mustard?
Hi, what kind
Ready?
of
Barbecue?
what kind of tea do you have?
Lemon? Orange?
Pico, orange pico.
Yeah, you do
green,
it too. You do
jasmine.
it. Now I'm going to call and you're a tea. Wait, this is perfect.
Like that
You're
man?
a tea restaurant. Yeah. I mean, a tea, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Those tea places. Mm-hmm. I'm going to call and ask what kind of tea. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I have to answer.
Yeah.
Teacup.
Teacup. That's original. Okay. Hello.
Teacup.
Hi. What kind of tea do you have?
Tea, hot tea, iced tea, warm tea, cold tea, puree tea, cold draft, warm draft, hot draft, easy draft, soft draft, hard draft, light draft, soft draft, wall draft, floor draft, copper tea.
Do you have mint tea?
Mint, jasmine mint, green mint, red mint, white mint, purple mint, jasmine purple, pico, orange pico, black pico, purple pico, yellow pico, red pico, green pico. If you'd like to
That
make a
was
call,
great.
please hang up and check the number again.
What do they say after that?
Or
If
ask
you
your operator for assistance. It would go,
I love
then it
when you
would go,
do that.
I used to make it go off the hook, and I was alone. And it would get to that noise. I would lie the receiver on its side, and I would lie down.
Yeah.
And I would, if I had, a bottle of, Excedrin, I would, dump it out next to my arm and pretend that I OD'd.
Oh, my God.
I lived in my
We're
imagination.
so crazy.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, it is nuts. I think Frank's having a hot flash.
I'm very hot. It's from medicine that I'm on.
Which one?
I have to take steroids every time I have the surgery, and it makes me hot.
Frank just gave me 2 kinds of stomach medication because my stomach's
What'd you
bothering
want?
me. I don't even know what I took.
Pepsid.
What I take? What I take?
I gave you Pepsid.
Yeah.
Generic brand.
Great.
And Imodium.
But doesn't one make you shit and one makes you stop shitting?
No, one makes you stop shitting and the other one stops heartburn.
I don't have heartburn, though.
You said you had an upset stomach. Well, you asked for Xanax. Didn't you ask?
Xanax.
You asked for Xantax?
What's Xanax?
Xantax. It's that. It's like a...
Xantax.
You asked for that.
I didn't ask for Xanax.
Xanax. What is Xanax? The measure, Get Mellow pill? So the only difference is the T.
Xanax. I want Xanax.
The only difference is the T. Whenever you do that,
You want some Xanax?
Oh, no, I'm okay. I just came in here to wash my hands.
Yeah, be really anxious.
I sit behind you in algebra.
I have Xanax.
No. I'm fine. My hands were dirty. Really? Thanks, though.
You sound like an old lady from like The Sound of Music or something.
No.
Oh, no.
I'm fine. Ellen, why don't you go with me to Elegance? My friend Ellen, who killed herself, her stepmother was named Norma.
Yeah.
Norma was a former nun. And Ellen was schizophrenic.
What's a nun?
What's a nun?
Go on.
A nun is like what you have on a hamburger, but it's got lots of extra flour on it. It's not a bun, it's a nun.
Can nuns masturbate?
Oh my God, yes. It's like that joke you talk about with the Muslim dress. You can do whatever you want under that fucking thing. You can hula hoop. Can you imagine you wore a hula hoop under that Muslim outfit?
Yes.
That would look like high fashion.
If I got an XXXL, I could have a hula hoop.
You had an XXXL, like X
Like
cubed.
if I had a large, I couldn't put a hula hoop. People would think something
No, you'd
would
have
be
to
tight
put,
on
like,
my hula hoop.
if you had a large, you would just put like a sash around the middle of it, like an evening gown.
Right, the hula hoop will go on the outside.
But if you had a jumbo, you could put the hula hoop on the inside.
If you had a fat fuck outfit.
It would look like if you had a thing, it would look like Vivienne Westwood. It would look like high fashion. It would like quoi.
How much would you give me to just go on stage at the Comedy Cellar one night with a hula hoop and just start hula? Like, is it called hula hooping?
Nothing, because you would do it.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes,
I would
you would.
Frank, I would be petrified to do that.
Okay, I was in the Roosevelt Field Mall, for a huge suburban mall with Jessica. We were making movies years ago, like at least 6 or 7 years ago.
I was 346 pounds.
Jessica went into the window. What do they call the window?
I went
the
through
show?
the window.
No, the show thing. What's the window called? The show place.
Where the manatees are?
Like in Magilla Gorilla, where there's in the window in the beginning. What do they call it? The show place? The window where they put the mannequins and the things.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
There was one store that had a display window
Right.
that was literally didn't go back more than like 2.5 feet. She like had to wedge her way in
I had
and
to
walk
walk
on the
sideways.
side. And there's like those modern like half mannequins. They were like torsos and butts and legs. And she walked over to a bent over mannequin and started to pretend to fuck it up the ass.
And then it fell over.
Like it fell over on the other thing. I was so mortified.
You know what's weird? It started bleeding.
Because they're not used to coming so hard. They play with each other. When they play with a real hot-blooded person, they shoot. They shoot blood.
Can you please not say shoot?
Shoot.
It's so disgusting.
We remember when we did a video in the Catholic supply store?
That was my favorite one.
Oh my God.
Because this guy was behind me and I had a camera in the shelf.
It was on the shelf.
And he kept rolling his eyes behind me. It was amazing.
I was
remember?
in it.
I
was
You would
mortified.
walk by and just like look at me and start almost laughing, and the guy kept rolling his eyes because I was purposely asking
I was
him
next to you.
horrible questions.
It was if Jesus is God, then how can Jesus be God's son?
Right.
Like, aren't they this? Is that? Are
He's
they
like,
the
well,
same?
Jesus is your father. I'm like, my father's name is Jeffrey.
Well, now you're going to go to hell anyway.
Whatever. I'll probably go to hell.
No, it's a Wendy's.
I don't even believe in hell.
Do Muslims believe in hell?
Muslins?
Yeah.
What's a Muslim?
Muslims. It's a cheap fabric that's flammable. Muslim is a religion.
Oh, do they believe in hell?
Muslims.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. Hold on. Joanne, can you please look into that?
Didn't do it.
What?
Didn't do it.
Didn't I tell it? Do they have a hell? Okay. So I think they do. She
No,
just
wait.
Googled it.
My friend Fozzie
Fozzie?
Yeah, that's his name. That's his nickname. I don't know his real name. It's like he came over from Pakistan. And I said to him, he's like a total hipster. He's probably the sweetest person I know.
Yeah.
And he's
'Cause
like,
people
you
hate
can't
him.
be just a little bit Nazi. He's like, this is him. He's saying it. He's like, Muslim is the same thing. You can't be just like a little Muslim. When I was asking him about, do they hate gay people? And he said, yeah, they do.
I don't know about that.
He's a Muslim. He's a former Muslim. He said you can't be a Muslim.
Well, but you can be Muslim, but not you can enjoy the heritage and your background and your family, all of that, but not believe in everything.
He's like someone who's like, they say recovered Catholic. To him, he's like recovered Muslim because he feels like it ruined his mother's life.
Because I'm Jewish, but not religious. So
Right.
non-religious Jews don't believe all of that.
His
whereas
mother was
religious
married
Jews
off at
do.
14.
Religious Jews believe that, it's not okay to be gay.
Right.
Whereas non-religious Jews
I don't know
care.
if that's the same option in that religion.
I don't know. I don't know enough
either.
about it to comment.
His mother was married off at 14.
So you're saying every Muslim person hates gays?
Am I saying that? If they're a practicing Muslim, he said you can't be a Muslim. I'm quoting him.
Right.
I'm not saying every Muslim hates gays.
Right.
I'm saying,
but you mean a practicing?
As a former Muslim, he said you can't be a Muslim. He's like they all hate homosexuals.
But what I'm saying is like a practicing Muslim or just that you're a Muslim. Like, I'm not a practicing Jew. You know what I'm saying? I don't really do anything. I mean, I do some holidays and stuff, but I'm not.
You go to dinner.
Religious, yeah.
Right.
So I think it's different when you're a practicing Muslim. Right. I bet it's...
I don't know. Can you call yourself a religion if you're not practicing it anymore?
Sure.
Really?
It's a part of me.
Like you still believe
I was bat
in it.
mitzvahed. I was...
Right.
I'm very proud of being Jewish. I'm just, I don't... I mean, I actually crave it. Like, I feel like I should do more, but I don't mean at like a religious, like a conservative or orthodox. They wouldn't accept me.
Right. What would you do?
What do you mean?
You said when you crave it.
I would get involved with a temple that is not, that's reformed, which means the least...
Modern.
Right.
The most modern,
yes.
rather. Right.
Yes. Like some of them have female rabbis. There's all kinds of stuff now.
My parents left the Catholic Church before I was born. So everybody's always like, you're Italian and you're not Catholic. Right. And they did. They left the Catholic Church before I was born. A neighbor talked to my father about this religion called Christian Science, which it's not Scientology. It's its own thing, and they're famous for not using doctors. They believe that... No life, truth, intelligence...
Alex just said something. What'd you say, Alex? They don't believe in medicine.
The Christian Science statement of being is there is no life. In other words, they believe that we are eternal and that God is all and we are eternal. They believe that human flesh is matter. They believe that in other words, the credo is living your life to not think about sickness and to use your mind to heal yourself. It's not even God.
Not gonna happen.
No, it's not even God. But the idea of positive thinking and the idea of like, not talking negatively or badly about people I always loved. So
no, that's great.
My father dabbled in that, but still went to like 100 doctors when he got to be 80 years old and stuff like that. But he took away what he could from it. I
mean, that's a beautiful thing.
It was, and I never heard sin or damnation or anything, or hell.
Right. I mean, it's a beautiful way to think, and if it worked all the time, that would be fantastic. But there's no way.
We would always pray, usually like before he fucked me, but then after we came, we would pray.
Was he big?
Like, seriously? Like animal, like big.
Like, well, you mean the first couple of times that's how you yelled?
No, I mean, like he looked like an elephant.
Ugh, I can't take it.
Have you ever seen a really small penis?
But actually, all the women in my family have huge vaginas.
Is that really true?
No.
Do you think B. Arthur has a huge vagina? Well,
she did. She's not around anymore, but I think it was probably like the Holland Tunnel. I mean, probably someone had to play a toll before they went in there. Fucking huge.
We saw her last April. The last thing I knew was that she was going inside of B. Arthur's vagina, and we haven't seen her. We just want you to go home. We just want you back.
Everyone has an Amber Alert for them.
Amber Alert. If anyone...
Last scene in B. Arthur's vagina.
Last scene going into B. Arthur's vagina. We just want you to come home.
We miss you, Sicily. We miss you.
It's okay. It's not your fault.
You didn't know it was so big.
It's like looking for somebody, and it's like a needle in a haystack. It's huge. We told her not to go to B. Arthur's vagina, but she always had some kind of adventurous streak.
If you could live in someone's vagina, who would it be?
I'd rather kill myself.
Okay, someone's asshole.
Ew. See, you have to understand, that's like the sex organ. There has to be if you're normal, there has to be a separation when it comes to fecal matter.
Just listen. There's no shit. It's clean. Just you're living in it and safe. Forget about the sexual part of it. And there's no duty coming out.
Colin Farrell.
I don't know who I would say.
Just because I saw The Lobster the other day.
You said it so fast. That's why it made me laugh. Like you already had it in your head.
Because I saw The Lobster the other day.
I guess I would say Mike Pence.
Oh my God, that's right. Can I go over? Can I go over? Mike Pence's hole is probably it's probably
sparkly clean.
What we used to call chewed up. It's like sometimes in porn there's one of those chewed up third-rate porn companies where the acne isn't blocked out, airbrushed.
No, I don't agree. I think it's probably clean because it's been puckered up and waiting.
He's probably
years.
He has been underground plowed by some fucking street hood with a gold tooth on either side.
So I think his fingers have been in there, but I don't think anyone else.
I don't think
he's
his fingers are
dying
in anybody.
it.
I think he wants to be abused, spit on, abused, stretched out.
Oh my God! I need
up.
more stomach medication.
Ripped up, spread wide. Make that vertebra vibrate, motherfucker.
You know who I hate?
Who?
More than probably
that gray-haired
all
guy,
of them?
Jeffrey.
I hate him too from
What's
CNN.
his name
He's
from
not on
CNN?
CNN anymore. There's a guy on CNN who's a Republican who all he does is laughs, and I want him to burn in a fire. That's exactly what he looks like. You made that. Economy. No, you know who I can't. I know, of course, everyone knows Sarah Huckabee. I can't deal with her face and her eyebrows and her. Well, we all know the president feels very strongly about.
She reminds me of like when I would take go to pet my dog's head backwards. I could push the dog's hair forward, and the dog it just kind of looked like Johnny Rotten. The dog looked like fucked up when I'd push the head hair forward. And like you push the eyebrows down, the face down. That's what Sarah Huckabee reminds me of Muffin when we used to push her face forward.
Her eyebrows look like they're on medication.
Can you imagine her eyebrows go and see Dr. Heller?
Her eyebrows should be tested like people are tested before the Olympics.
Can you imagine Sarah Huckabee's not on television tomorrow because her eyebrows have to go in for routine testing, 6-month exam?
They're alive. I've never seen anything like it.
Can you imagine? Can you
imagine if they just jump off her face?
Like the whole New York City scuba police. I think the scuba cops, there were like 25 of them. Can you imagine them going up Sarah Huckabee's skirt on a mission? Like Sarah Huckabee has the kind of legs where you stand and there's like a foot of space.
Yes.
You know
there's a lot of space.
There's like space.
Yeah, because she's very male.
There's like a file cabinet in there.
Yeah,
with
of
like
lies.
There's like a jar of hard candy, white out.
A hanger.
A water pistol. A water pistol, a sample of Chanel perfume.
No, a machine gun.
A machine gun.
Yeah.
A little packet of Hellmann's.
Yeah. Make America Great hat.
It's really...
We're talking about what's in Sarah Huckabee's vagina. Do you realize
No,
what
I didn't mean like vagina, like in a sexual, like misogyny
I don't think she has
way.
a vagina. She doesn't even have a vagina.
My point is, that's exactly my point. There's such a soullessness to being self-serving. There's such a soullessness to it, to the shooting happening this week, and looking at the figures that these Republicans are earning from the NRA.
I can't take
There's
it.
There's such a ostrich head in the sand soullessness to. She actually believes the lies, the Huckabees and all these Republicans. Even McCain, they just. What's going on? How many shootings are there going to be before they say
a lot more?
You know what? Maybe they're right. Let's fix it up with the NRA.
I hate to say it. There's going to be a lot more.
It's infinite. Of course there is, because it doesn't change.
No, it's not going to change.
There's one a week. It doesn't change, and it's just going to go on and on, and they get away with it.
Yeah.
And they're.
I don't know how many people need to. I mean, 500 people.
Billions of dollars off of it.
Yeah. I don't have no idea.
And now, here's another thing that I don't understand. They're like, I feel like it's a distracting argument, and I'm going to get pounded for this when they say he's a terrorist and he's white. He's a terrorist and he's white. Yes, he's white and he shot people up. But when they say terrorism, because like the guy last week in the bike lane said Allah Akbar. Now, that is terrorism because he's trying to terrorize a country. The other one is a murderer. Am I right? Because people are saying...
he's still trying to terrorize people. I mean, you don't do that. The goal is to terrorize people and terrorize
when you shoot people,
town.
Isn't the goal to just murder? Like, isn't it? Who knows?
Who knows?
He's a mental patient.
We have no idea.
But terrorism is with the idea in mind. Like, I only started hearing terrorism after 9/11.
We don't know. What about the guy in Vegas? I mean, really.
Insane. Mental patient.
I know, but all terrorists are mental patients.
Right.
Anyone who would run over, I mean, are you kidding? Like, it doesn't matter where they're from or what. They're doing it to terror.
That's okay. So you just answered my question. That's the point then.
Yeah.
Whether it's in the name of religion.
I'm terrorized.
You're right, though. You just answered my question, though.
Yeah.
You're right. Whether it's in the name of religion or whether it's just shooting people out of the Monterey Bay Hotel in Vegas, it's just terrorism. You just answered my question. You're right.
Yeah.
Because I've been seeing all these things like white is mental, brown is terrorism. People, meaning skin color.
Right.
And now I understand the argument.
Right. Yeah. It's it's very underplayed by certain people when it's a white man. Very.
Absolutely.
And I don't know what to say about it.
Absolutely.
But it definitely is a whole different thing.
But why does this group of people, first of all, so you have these politicians making millions of dollars off of the NRA, and then you have the gun people who are terrified of having their guns taken away, and yet nobody wants to take their guns away. They just want to enforce stronger.
I feel this is people.
Nobody wants to take their guns away.
I feel like anyone should be able to have a gun. Well, meaning if you pass a background check
Right.
and you're not
That's
whatever
my point.
psychotic.
They just want to bump up the background checks and not give them to mental patients.
And the kinds of guns.
You
the
don't need to be
machine
able to
guns,
shoot 100 people in 15 seconds.
I know it's really bad. It's really bad.
Like the guy's profile picture, the shooting in Texas,
I
it
know.
was a machine gun.
Yeah, it's bad. It's a very bad situation. I think we should end on that because it's upbeat.
Well, my niece's birthday was yesterday, and we had a 7-layer chocolate cake.
Oh.
And she left 2 hunks of it in the cake holder in my house. And the box of it that I sent her home with, she left in the back seat of my car.
Oh, God.
And I ate some of it with my hands like a Neanderthal.
Yeah. How do you feel?
Like Helen Keller.
Oh, no.
I don't say that in a mean way. I say that from like the movie The Miracle Worker when she walked around from chair to chair eating scrambled eggs with her fist off of people's plates. That's what it felt like. It felt like it felt like a blind and deaf person just feeling for like icing and cake and eating it.
I understand
The
that.
texture was so good. I just felt like pleasantly numb and like dumb.
Yeah. That's probably why we're out of it. I had quinoa chips last night.
I'm sorry to laugh. Because I had like a pint of frosting before I got here, and you had quinoa chips last night.
I ate a bag of quinoa
understand.
chips, and I had left out that I had spinach artichoke, like cream cheese dip.
How much of it? The one that Danielle buys
7
that I buy
bags.
too? No, the dip in that. The one that I know.
The Alouette.
Okay.
It's so good.
I don't know how
Is that
that's...
how you say it?
Yeah, I don't know
It's
how
so
that's
good.
like... That's considered like 12 servings. Like, seriously?
I know. It's
just not-
the whole container. Each spoonful is a serving.
It seriously is.
Yeah.
Should we do a mail?
Yeah, let's do one quick and then we have to go.
We do? It's early.
Yeah. It's time to wrap it up.
Oh, that's fast. That's fast. All right. So we have, okay. Sean Ellis, that was the huge one. Sean, we have to get back to you. Okay, let's do Isaac. Frank and Jess, huge gay boy and huge fan. Y'all are hilarious as fucking shit. Is shit hilarious?
I don't know.
I've always been slender, but noticed something was off 3 years ago when I was down to 114 pounds at 6 foot tall. For the first time in my life, I couldn't focus on school and was experiencing severe anxiety. I had no desire to be social and started isolating myself. A few months later, I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease and ended up getting a medical marijuana card, which was a blessing and a curse. My appetite was at unprecedented levels, but I became a huge stoner and made very reckless decisions, like letting a sexy Arabic marijuana dealer drive my car around selling drugs while I sat in the passenger seat smoking free blunts. That happened for a summer, and yes, I did end up blowing and rimming him on a few occasions. I did acid, realized I'm crazy, and then I started meditating and going to hot yoga, which has both changed my life. Well, okay, that's grammatically wrong. I got off medication, and I'm currently in remission with Crohn's. I still smoke weed, but I now enjoy a lot of CBD strains, which have huge anti-inflammatory effects but have a low THC content. Oh, that's pot stuff. So you don't get too stoned. Yeah, people that are on medical marijuana don't get too stoned. I have a huge appetite and now have a nightly ritual at the McDonald's drive-thru. I know it's bad, but I say it's okay because I needed to gain weight. I have a funny drive-thru story that made me think of you guys. I pulled up to the speaker to hear a woman's voice rapidly yell out, "Hi, it's Nisha. Can I help you?" in what sounded exactly like Jessica doing her phenomenal voice. Nisha, it's all in caps.
Yeah.
I thought that was the funniest shit in the world. What kind of drive-thru employee introduces themselves by name? Well, I think you have to. An iconic one. You're right. She had huge gold hoops and gorgeous wavy curly black hair that faded to an emerald green with matching colored manicured nails. Nisha is a legendary part of my life, as are you too. Thank you for writing to us. You're a doll, Isaac. I want to tell everybody, please write to us at heyfatpig@gmail.com. HeyFatPig at Instagram, HeyFatPig at Twitter. And why don't we leave on this, Jessica? Do you want to say, hi, it's Nisha, can I help you?
Sure, but I want to say, Isaac, thank you so much for writing in, and I'm sorry you've been dealing with the health stuff, but it sounds like you're doing well, and just keep smoking pot and binging. It'll make things better for the night.
Try Burger King.
Yeah, I think Wendy's is the best. Okay, I'm going to be Nisha.
Hi, it's Nisha, can I help you?
Hi, it's Nisha, can I help you? Let me try it again. Hi, this is Nisha, can I help you? Hi, this is Nisha. Can I take your order? Nisha, what you want? Hello? Is that my name? That's Nisha. What you want, motherfucker? Probably that skinny again. It's probably that skinny kid again with Crohn's disease. Shit. Stupid ass kid.